Was the China so-called spy balloon actually sending brainwaves? Well, we recorded the following and we had to speed up the frequency so that you can hear it. Brainwaves are, like, we think it was theta waves, which we asked Chat GPT, and theta waves are at 4 to 8 hertz. So anyway, listen to the following and tell us, see what you think. Okay, we don't want to start World War III, so this business with the brain waves is kind of bullshit. However, I do have some questions and some common sense with regarding this. Number one, China does not need spy balloons to fly over us. They have satellites, okay? This isn't 1914. And, these balloons, they cannot be steered very well. In fact, I asked ChatGPT about the steering on these, and I think, here we go. How much steering can a high altitude balloon have in miles? Um, this thing is basically out of control, okay? uh, Limited steering capabilities, and long distances is limited, okay? They do have some propulsion systems, but it's important to note that high altitude balloons are not designed for precise navigation, blah blah, research, and their primary function is often to gather data or conduct research in the upper atmosphere. So you can't really steer these things. Well, here's another question I have. Why didn't they take close-up pictures of this balloon and actually look at what's hanging below it, right? They obviously had a jet that can get high enough, so they shot it down. So why couldn't they just take some close-up pictures of it and see what was really there? Now, as far as spying on a military bases, let's see here. Here's something. I asked ChatGPT how many weather balloons are launched every day, and it's like hundreds. Okay, hundreds. And if you go by the USA, approximately how many, and several thousand weather balloons may be launched daily. Okay? And the same thing over the world. Several thousand are launched every day, according to ChatGPT. So, getting to spying on our military bases, that's bullshit. Also, approximately how many military bases in the USA? The exact number is not known, but here we go. Around 500 of them. Okay. You could throw a dart at the map of the United States and probably hit a military base. So, this thing was not trying to spy on military bases. It's stupid. And what about the threat to aviation? Okay. Uh, this thing was at 60,000 feet, the highest that oh, by the way, this is interesting. How many military bases does the U.S. have overseas? Around 800. So, as far as threat to navigation, you got commercial airlines cruise between 30 and 40,000 feet. This thing was flying at 60,000 feet. So that's like 4 miles above any aircraft. All right. Now, this thing was most likely some kind of a research balloon, some type of a weather type of a balloon. Uh, they spent millions on this thing. This thing is, it's pretty fancy. it's a big balloon, and I mean it has solar panels. You know, these are all solar panels here. I mean, this thing would have cost $1 million. You know, it's no wonder that China's pissed off that we shot it down. And let's get to that. Let's get to the shooting down part, right? Now, if you're going to bring down a balloon, I mean, what you could do is just shoot holes in it, okay? And then it'll slowly come down, all right? And that would have been the sensible way to bring this thing down. Then you could at least have recovered all of it, you know. But they didn't want to do that. They didn't want to, they, they like their spy balloon narrative. So if you actually brought it down slowly and looked at it, everybody would see that it was just a research balloon, you know, a weather balloon. I mean, even if they brought it down, there's like a 90% chance it would have landed in some uninhabited area softly. It wouldn't have crashed. And even if it was, you know, heading for a city, they could have got it with a helicopter or something. But what they did is they blew it up. And they didn't just blow up the balloon, they blew up the payload, okay? That missile hit whatever this balloon was carrying and blew it to smithereens. So there's no more, you know, evidence or proof of what it was because all that evidence is gone. So anyway, um, the whole thing is ridiculous. I think the world is laughing at us. You know, Biden shot down a weather balloon, and but you know, it makes a good story. It, you know, beats the war drums, the saber rattling. Oh, China's spying on us. You know, bunch of bullshit. So anyway, those are some questions I had, and maybe you have questions about it too. But I think it's all bullshit. Oh, and finally, if any of you guys trade stocks, check out DDAmanda.com and akspy.com. These are some really, really good programs that'll help you find winning stocks and make some money. Okay, that is it.